Hey everybody, welcome back. Episode number 2 of my 1936 Ford build series. It's been a little bit slow going out here this last couple of weeks, but I wanted to get a video up so you could see some of the progress that we're making. I spent most of the time cutting out a little bit more rust and welding in a door sill and kind of a front cab corner. I've got them both cut to size and tacked in. They're not completely welded up and finished yet, but they're all solid. I got all the tacks in. I did all the measurements to make sure that all the angles and corners and contours were what I wanted. Okay, I trimmed this down just a little bit because I wanted to keep this section. I'd repaired this already, and this is the original brace, which you see when the door is open. This is wrapped in carpet. You see that bottom half. I wanted to keep that. So I cut there, and we're just fitting it together, and I'll make sure everything fits with enough of a gap to weld. We'll clean up the original side with a wire brush, and we'll start tack welding this in, both the front and the back. It's coming together. Okay, we're working away on this sill plate here. We've got it trimmed, cut to what I think the length should be, and I'm just taking multiple measurements off of the other side, trying to come up with how far in it goes and how far forward the indentation for the side bolt to the frame goes. There's going to be a hole right here. I'm going to put a bolt through it. So I measured the frame, and we've got this pretty much lined up where I want it. I'm going to tack it in place here, but before I fully weld it, I'm going to cut the patch panel out of this piece that I need to cover that corner right here. And I'm going to tack that in also just to make sure everything fits like it should before I fully weld in these pieces. Okay, we got our patch panel here that's cut out. It's going to fit right in here. And what I'm going to do is start measuring and trimming all the points of where it contacts the sheet metal here. Trim this corner a bit and make sure that it fits flush enough with this sill piece. Once I'm happy with it, we'll start tacking it together. Okay, I'm still tinkering with this corner piece, trimming a few edges to make it fit perfectly. It's coming together. Probably start tacking this together tonight. Gonna make a few more measurements measuring the distance between the rocker panels here and the frame. That'll give me a good idea where these contacts bolt to the frame. I'll get the measurement real close. I can still move this one in and out a little bit if I need to. But we're getting there. It's a tedious process of taking it off, trimming an edge, trying it again, adjusting this back and forth, and just trying to figure out, trying to keep these lines. I want this curve to stay the same. You want this door sill to be straight all the way down. I'll keep plugging away at it. Okay, we're going to start tacking this together. I've got a couple of tacks here to hold that together. We're going to make a couple of final measurements. I got it pretty much where I want it. I'm going to double check everything, and we'll tack it a couple of places here. And then I will double check my measurements for the corner piece, make any adjustments before I weld this piece in permanent like.
Amazing things on the internet, like stay up until 2 a.m. reading about celebrity breakups, or a good crime be wearing a bucket hat. But this week only, and only in the Seattle area, you can get 50% off all mini price Domino's pizza when you order on Domino's.com before you log off for the day. Still going through a purse and airbrush, so down. Well, just remember that you can pay quickly and simply with your phone's digital wallet or use a Wells Fargo checking account. Wells Fargo Bank and member FDIC.
Changing here from Kia. Letting you know what's important. 2020 Sportage, Sorento, Soul, Forte, and Optima vehicles. These summer deals won't last long, so hurry into your local Kia dealer, look for a sticker, and save. Call 853-4Q for details. Financing for qualified buyers for limited periods from Kia Motors Finance on May 2020.
Okay, I got drilled a bunch of holes along this edge here to plug welds along that flange. Set that up underneath there, and then we'll weld those shut. Okay, as you can see here, I'm tacking it on this corner. I got the line where I wanted it for the door jamb, and then I will push this around and stitch this up as I go. And then we have some plug welds under here to attach. So it's just one step at a time, and I'm not fully welding it. I'm just going to tack it in several corners to make sure that it's right where I want it. And then I will weld the entire seam. And then also my dad spent about a week working on the frame. He sanded it and cleaned it, took off some of the surface paint and surface rust, and painted it black. And we're very close to being able to put the body back onto the frame. That will be coming shortly. Alright, so all the body bolts have cage nuts that are attached to the frame underneath, and when we took the body off the frame, about half of them just snapped off because of rust. And so I drilled out the ones that didn't snap off. I'm just going to get new nuts and bolts. I'm not going to worry about trying to match the thread and all that. But the ones that snapped off, I'm just going to take the cage off the bottom. Just kind of prepping this to put the body back on. We'll put new bolts throughout. Dad's down at the store buying some rubber insulation that goes between the frame and the body to keep vibrations and squeaks to a minimum. So now we gotta figure out what straps we're gonna use with the front and the back.
Put a strap for that.
Not necessarily, the back one to come along. We'll put the come along right there.
Shoot,
And I think we'll put a couple of bolts in here and strap to that.
I don't have my toe straps.
Pull it up over that shoulder.
Yeah, we do. I'm put some rubber on that.
No, I'm not so much worried about that at the bottom. But like I say, the front of this car, there's not much there, so I don't think there's a lot of weight on it.
Okay. So we're just lifting up and then rolling under.
Yeah, we're only going up, 6-8 inches. We're not going up very far. We definitely don't want these to slip out. So, okay.
Hold up.
What do you think?
Well, it's hanging.
Okay.
I'm gonna put cart wheels under that puppy and
Well, we're gonna slide in just with using that piano dolly, and then once we get under, then we'll jack it up and put the wheels under it.
okay,
I wanted to keep it as low as we could.
right.
Alright, so next we get rid of this frame. Keep our hands out from underneath that.
Yeah. Okay. That frame?
Pretty sweet frame.
Shoot, man.
It's been under there,
Wonder where I bought that.
it's been under there 5 years.
Thank goodness. And it sure served our purpose. Okay.
So let's see if this will go on. It might interfere with that jack, I don't know.
Whoa, we got a big bump here.
Big bump?
These humps. The hump. Maybe you have to just go up in the back, huh? Get this hump in.
Oh, I see it. I think about the front too, because we might be running into interference with that jack's, that engine's jack. Close.
Pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely high enough. We can miss that engine jack.
Well, we can miss it if we push up on it,
No,
but I don't know about.
yeah, I think we're hitting something. Can it come up some?
What do you think?
I can go down a little bit more if you have, but you don't have room in the front.
Well, I can go up. Hold on.
All right,
The farther I go up, the more we can
That's
cantilever,
I mean, that's high enough.
Okay. Okay, hold on right there.
Okay, hold on. Make sure it's centered. Okay. All right, down.
Okay. Good. So I could have put this farther this way.
Do you want to pull it forward?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably should put a jack under it or something. Frame's pretty heavy.
Well, we're on rollers in the back. Maybe we could hit, watch your foot there.
Watch your back.
Okay, we're good. Up. Not that heavy.
Okay, that's good.
And that should be close.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 inches.
A little bit more, huh? Just be here.
No, we can get to the edge of that without flipping it over.
Now we're already on, I mean, we only got an inch till that.
This is circular.
Hey, what are we doing here?
Push my way.
Okay. Going down, going down.
There.
Pretty good. There you are, you're touching.
Look at that, we're on.
Did we get rubber up here?
Right up. No, you missed it. About
Yeah, let's lift it up. Put some under there.
3 inches. All right, well there you have it. We have the body actually on the frame now. Fits real nice, looks good. Next up is going to be to wrap up or make a decision, I guess, on these floorboards. My first inclination was to weld them in, and then we'll bolt the whole body to the frame. However, originally that came with a bolted in wooden floorboard from the factory, and I've tossed around the idea of just bolting these in so that if there's off chance you ever want to work on the brake booster here or the transmission, you could just unbolt it and pull out the floorboards. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We're going to make a decision on that soon. But next up we'll be fixing the floorboards and then bolting the body to the frame, and then moving on to body and paint, suspension, and we'll keep cruising on this project. I also spent a little bit of time taking a closer look at that 68 Firebird that I bought a couple months ago, and it was kind of fun tinkering with all the parts that I found in the trunk and inside the car, and I'm excited to eventually get to that project, but that will be a few months down the road. So as you can see here, the entire car is filled up with parts, and quite a few more parts than I actually thought came with the sale. Looks like the only thing I'm really missing is the hood and the front fenders so far. I've got the inner fenders and the bumpers, seats, door panels, so kind of an interesting project. Front marker lights. the steering wheel. All right, well there you have it. Episode 2 of our 36 Ford build series. These episodes are going to not come out super fast and furious because I'm finding it hard to find the time to get out here in the garage. It's been kind of a busy schedule this year so far. But we will have a episode 3 up here in a couple of weeks. And in the next episode, we will be bolting the body to the frame. We will be putting in the suspension parts and then moving forward on some body and paint work. So check back and we will keep cracking on this bad boy.